speaking of film music, since I'm a musician and I think my film, My Young Gun Diary, has about 13 or 14 selections of music. And it really adds the flavor, adds the mood of the film. Now, you'll ask me how I decide which music to use. Since our film, My Young Gun Diary, is a small budget documentary, we don't have a theme music, and we did not have the budget to ask musicians, composers to write music for us. And what I did for our film, by the way, I am the director. I shot the movie with iPhone 11. I also produced the film, and I choose music, and I'm very proud of myself in terms of music selections. At the very opening of the film, our young gun, Henry Juhl, who is a singer, who also is a young gun. Young gun means people supported Andrew Yang when he was running for primary presidential campaign in 2020. So I met Henry Juhl in the almost end of the campaign, meaning we met in a huge house, Jack Chan's house, and Jack Chan housing about 7 to 15 people in his house. So I met Henry in Jack's house. And I remember I was so annoyed by him at the beginning, because at the middle of the night, you can hear this noise coming from his room, which he's upstairs. I'm downstairs. And so I was politely ask him, I said, Henry, can you please not make so much noise? Guess what? He's playing video game, in the middle of the night. So it was really cute. But Henry later on find out that he not only is a pop singer, R&B singer, he also is an opera singer. He sings, Puccini's opera aria. So very impressive. So I'm going to play for you at the beginning of the film, and you have to imagine, okay, if this music is not there, like empty, maybe I should just play without sound first, and then we add the music on how much flavor it is. Hi, Colette, how are you? Yeah, Colette just asked me to say hello to Mark. Hi, Mark. Hi, Louis. Hi, the gang of Ching Juhl's live show. Thank you so much for being here. And the reason you'll say, how come Ivan Gregory is not here, is because I have no idea. He's in Belgium, and maybe he mistaken the time, because we start 4 o'clock today. For his time is 10 p.m. Isn't it? Isn't 10 p.m.? Am I in the right? Am I in the right calculation? Let's see. I'm counting in Chinese. Lo che ba ju za. Yeah, 6 hours, right? Later, it's 10 p.m. So we're gonna talk about music in My Young Gun Diary. So let's see. Okay, we do a screen share. My voice. Okay, so now let's see. We're very soon. His music is his singing is coming out. The song is called Hymn. Okay, it's R&B. So we're just gonna watch that.
I got mail.
That's the music stuff.
My name is Ching Juhl. I have a passion for capturing events. Today, I'm gonna meet Andrew Yan for the first time.
Understand why you looking crazy, crazy. And the demons fill me up, got me feeling hazy. All I got is the light, him keep me up. Like a thief in the night, him creeping up.
You know that what we did to the manufacturing jobs, we will now do to the retail jobs, the call center jobs, the fast food jobs, the truck driving jobs, and on through the economy.
Andrew Yang! Andrew Yang!
And I'm going to be offering real solutions. Americans will immediately see the difference, and that's how we're going to win in 2020.
A closing statement that was perfectly crafted.
Okay, so we have about less than 1 minute of intro. Intro is not done yet. Okay, now I am going to mute the whole thing. Okay, and you can tell me after this how this whole mood without music and the background noise. Okay. Okay. Do you have any comments? How does music do or add the mood of the film? And I think it's a really cool music at the beginning. I feel the rhythm makes it kind of somewhat fast. It's not super fast, but it's still bum 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 bum, right? And yeah, and then it really allows me to cut with the rhythm and sort of one short cut after another, so it makes the whole thing faster. It's an intro anyway. Sometimes you'll notice in a movie, you can sort of make a summary at the beginning, and people know what to expect. Yeah, upbeat, up-tempo music that adds so much value. Thank you so much. Yeah. Colette say, I think the music is energetic. Let me just put it on top. Colette said, I think the music is energetic and matches the speed and excitement of the scenes. Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah. And Sharkfin says, Sharkfin's name is also Mark. When we say Mark, that's Sharkfin. Sharkfin Tech says it's hip, upbeat, and up-tempo music that adds so much value. Thank you so much. Yeah, ditto. Now, we're going to also all right. So, how did I find music? So we have 13 or 14 extra short music. I don't have a theme music, so pretty much music I use is about 1 minute, maybe 2 minute long, not very long. So this is one example. The other example, this is because of Youngin, right? That's Henry's music. So I asked Henry, can he give me some music he thinks it's good? So he sent me, and then I used this excerpts. Now, other music, how I found there's another young man, Adam Burton from California, and he was so much fun to hang out with. I met him in Iowa. Yeah, when I went to Iowa City, and we canvassed together, and we also hang out in a second city, which is Waterloo. Waterloo is a smaller town, only has like 40,000 people, and it was snowing. It was so cold, but we were really passionately knocking on doors and canvassing for Andrew. And Adam's so much fun. He sings sometimes in the car. I usually drive the car. And yeah, so we listen to his music and we sometimes jam. One scene was that I jammed with Adam in really late because we drove from Des Moines, the capital of Iowa, back to Waterloo, which I think is about an hour or more. So it was pitch dark, but we had so much fun. Also, Nick Rivera also was with us, so we had so much fun and just driving in the middle of the night and then singing. So Adam gave me 2 or 3 songs, so I picked 2, and one of the excerpts. Every time I listen, I cry. I still cry. It is when we were leaving Iowa, and I used his music. I'll play for you. Okay, let's see where to go. Iowa is one of the most. That's Adam. That's Adam. Okay.
Here, every door I knock on, I think about getting Yang to third, second, or first. And I think about all the hard work that we've already put in throughout these months. And this is just that final stretch that's going to solidify that victory.
Okay. Okay, so this is not the moment of Adam's song yet, very quickly. This particular excerpt was played by my trio, Jade String Trio. It's a commercial recording of Paul Chihara's string trio. Paul Chihara is an American Japanese composer, and his music is so awesome. He wrote actually more than 100 film music, as well as symphonic music, chamber music. And this string trio is just called String Trio. It was written in 1985. And this is, I believe this is opening of the work. Very, very short, okay? But it's very energetic. The reason I'm there is because we start to drive. We start to drive in Iowa, and it's like it's a huge no man's land. So I want to add this another fast rhythm music.
Thinking about coming to Yang Month, do it. Because I did it, and then when Yang Week turned into Yang Month, my body just said, yes, I'll do it. And I figured it out later. And it's gonna be awesome. It's a little scary, but I can't wait to be here. Every door I knock on, I think about getting Yang to third, second, or first. And I think about all the hard work that we've already put in throughout these months. And this is just that final stretch that's gonna solidify that victory.
So if you don't know what he talking about, he's talking about we went to Iowa as Yan Week, meaning Yan became a verb, and also Yan became a noun. Yan Week means we go there for 7 days. But then in the end of the 7th day, or like 5th day, and Yan campaign asked people to stay. So it became Yan Month. So Adam, he actually stayed for Yan Month. So I treated people who stayed for Yang month a hapa, because we found a Chinese hapa right close to the hotel we stayed. So he was talking about during our hapa time that he encouraged other people to come. Okay, here we go. Now it's the Chihara music comes.
These are my teammates.
Yeah. Team Yang, baby.
They had
All the way! We're going all the way in Iowa! We're going from place to place. We're jumping around. When I met Andrew Yang in Nashville, I told him I'm going to Iowa. And Andrew said, well, I'll follow you. We're following you. We're following you, Andrew, on your birthday.
I want you guys to be a part of it. Sing it loud and proud in your home or wherever you are, because that energy is felt.
Okay, so here the music ends, right? I think in this sense, it sort of tied another scene to two scenes. Or yeah, so music sometimes can be a transition to the situation, the storytelling, and can make it more smoothly transition to one scene to another. Okay. Now I was going to find that that song. Okay, here we go. So we are leaving Iowa now after I stayed for 2 weeks, extended one more week. Yeah, because Yan week became Yan month. I didn't stay for the whole month because I do have stuff to do and teaching student in New York. So I left after 2 weeks. So here, our car was frozen. We rented a car, and so the car is frozen, and Nick Riviera was cleaning it. So let's see. And then the music comes up. That was the song Adam composed and sang in it. And it's just, you know what I mean.
January the 18th, Saturday. We are ready to leave. Our car is frozen.
Picture yourself apart from all in this world today. Oh well, okay. Capture a dream without a wink of sleep tonight. Alright, tonight. You ought to know there's no pain, there's no trouble, just 1,000 miles of rubble. It's killing me with each cup of tea. There's no tension or no friction, just your big bad addiction with Mary Jane on a higher plane.
Oh, look at that.
$160.
Oh my God.
Promote vocational education.
So the reason I always choked up at the place that it's a long way driving, right? We're driving towards the airport, and I think we started driving from Waterloo, and then Waterloo is north of Des Moines Airport, and it was very, very slippery, and so we couldn't really drive too fast, and for some reason we got lost, and so actually by the time we get to the airport, we were late. The airplane already left, so we have to get another flight. But on the way there, when I was editing it, and I didn't want to like make this whole driving extremely long, so I used the tree. I don't know if you notice on the right hand side there is a tree. As soon as I pass the tree, and the next scene is we're on the plane, yeah, and then on the plain looking down, that's Iowa. And anyway, so that's another very moving section. And yeah, so now there's so many great music. Jack is the guy, he housed a young gun, right? And he's very generous with his wife, and we all stayed there. He cooked for us, and his whole in his living room there's a big pool table, but we don't play pool there. That's a storage for all the junk food and chips and drinks, and we have booze. And so yeah, they always in Jack's house you're not gonna get hungry. Yeah. Now this excerpt is also played by my trio. It's called Heart to Heart. It is music, it's a string trio, and it's a very famous Chinese folk song arranged for string trio, violin, viola, cello, which I play the viola. And the reason I put it there was because Jack went to canvassing, to knock on doors to some white people in this area. Is pretty nice area. And he was being, what do you call, bullied? Yeah. So we'll see.
And I was like, can you order one for me? I'll pay you for it. So he and I were just feeding off of each other. So I was trying to pay him. He said, no, Jack, put that to Andrew Yang's, donation. That's when I was like, okay, donate. So he helped me. We hacked away at the trees and put
Jack's,
those up.
Working with
it was
another
very exciting.
local young
I
guy.
can't sleep at night. I almost want to wake up and say, there's got to be more I can do.
That's the Chinese folk song.
So what was that like?
Oh, definitely intense.
Yeah.
The woman was like, you get off my fucking property. You have no right being on my fucking property. You Chinese people go back to fucking China.
God, that's terrible.
Today is Chinese New Year, first day. We're cooking Chinese food for Yangan.
Can't get any more traditional than this, huh? There's a Ching's kitchen in New Hampshire.
It's cooking. Gang gang, Chinese New Year.
So this is a actually appropriate time, because I remember that was January 25th, 2021, right? 2021. Wait, I'm confused. Yeah, we arrived in Jack's house. No, I'm sorry. 2020. Sorry. Yeah, it's been a long time. January 25th, 2020. It's a Chinese New Year. It's the first day of a Lunar New Year. So I arrived a day before, and then this evening, Jack and I, we went to buy food, and they have like a Asian grocery store. And then I cooked a meal. Cooked a lot of dishes. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so that was a lot of fun. All right, so let me see if you have any comments, because I am not looking at comments. I was like, Shakfin says, Love Adam, and let's see, let me put this away. Love Adam, he's an old rocker like me. Would love to join with him sometime. Yes. And Shark Fin said also, I'm embarrassed for my old fellow New Englanders. Most of us are not at all racist like that. What a jerk. Probably a Trump vote. Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, so now let me find some other, let me get rid of this and remove and stop screening. Wait, stop screening. It's very complicated. I just don't want any echoey happening. So let me find Adam and I. We were singing on the way back to what do you call Waterloo. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, he was singing. Here we go. So Adam was driving actually that night because I was about to fall asleep, and yeah, and then we had a fun.
So every year we get it. You have to fill out a form. You have to apply for it.
You brought me back from being too far gone.
Ready? You gotta harmonize.
You're as smooth as Tennessee whiskey. You're as sweet as strawberry wine.
And then it has this crazy long run. I don't know if I can do it.
You're as
My voice is dying, but if I had to sing it, it would be like,
you're as warm as a glass of brandy. And I stay strong on your love all the time.
Then there's a purpose of this because I want we were singing in the dark, right? Also, we sang for a while. Usually, I mean, this is an example of not having a high speed. I intentionally want to slow us down, just having, just drive in this darkness. And then immediately after that cut is in the morning. I believe we stayed in some kind of motel. And then in the morning, it was snowing outside. And it was like I try to create this contrast. Yeah. Dark and bright. Yeah. And let's see. At the earlier section, we have jazz music, okay, a little bit. So this jazz musician, he is a Japanese American. I love his playing. He's doing a lot of performance, yeah, and Sasaki. And let's see at the very beginning of this. Okay, I always have to play a little bit the scene before and then transition to the next. Okay.
Everyone's gonna be like, oh, all right, ready, 3, 2, 1.
We're protesting in front of NBC.
Hey, 2020, baby.
Hi, how are you? I like your outfit.
Oh, thank you. Beautiful. I love your work.
Oh, thank you.
So yeah, and that was a very short one. And later we also have another excerpt. Okay, so anyone have any questions so far about how music affects the mood and how music can really making transitions as well. And sometimes all we have is a montage and then have the music tell the story and without words. Mm. Okay, so let's now, so my music source was from my own trio, my young gun, and people I heard them before, um, and at music conference. I used to go to conference really often, like Chamber Music America conference, and I would pick music on the table because lots of presenters or lots of musician music groups, they have a table. They have to pay extra to have a table. So the table has their sample music, their publicity stuff, so you can pick them up and it's free. So I would pick music from these music conference. And so before I need music for my film, I listen some music I haven't listened before, some I already did. So I started to listen as many as I can and then try to see which section, which excerpts will fit our film. So that's how I find my music. And once I decided I'm going to use that, then I contact all musicians, singers, composers, and ask for permissions, ask for release form. So yeah, I did not have to pay for music because actually film music can be quite expensive. Yeah. All right, so let's move on to another excerpt. Now, let's see. How do you decide what the proper? Let me see. Let me go to your question there. Okay, so Sharkfin Tech says, how do you decide what the proper volume of the music should be, especially so that it doesn't drown out people speaking? Do you have an idea in advance, or it is all trial and error as you edit? That's a very good question. I have no idea what I was doing. uh, I think because I'm a musician, so I will just balance the music. You will notice when someone starts to talk, I mute down the music because when you do editing, there is the audio has layer. You can have the original audio which has talking. You can also separate them. Then you have another audio is just added audio which is sound, and you can add more sound. You can add like a special effect, or door closing, or yeah, or doorbell. So yeah, and there's a lot of adjusting. I don't want the music to overpower the speaking. So, and believe it or not, I'm listening to right now, right? I don't remember I have any fancy microphone. I mean, iPhone. I use iPhone 11. The most I used was iPhone 11 Pro. The what do you call Shure MV80A when people talk. But even that, not everybody talk. I use a microphone, so it's pretty amazing. One of the reason is I shot a lot of things in the car. So in the car, you are pretty isolated. Yeah, except you can hear outside outside the wheel, the wing, the the speed of the car, but still it's pretty minimal. And I got so many great footage inside the car, people talking issues, or people express how they feel, and lots of car conversation. And turns out really great. Yeah, thanks for your question. Now, I was going to show you something else. Let's see. This shot, I think sometimes I just give my camera to somebody. I don't even remember. Maybe another filmmaker there. Just kind of, hey, can you shoot me a little bit? So this guy's looking at me like that. So that's like a, a little bit of me. Very, I am not very. There's not very many of my footage.
I'm not crazy. I mean, I'm from
In the end-
civilization. Let's put it that way.
NGN's like sometimes like a comedian, So let's see. Oh yeah, this one also has music. I think that's also Adam's music, I believe. Let's see. Hi, Gunga! Yeah, Adam's music.
This is the approach that I use. It's knock knock.
Knock knock.
Hey, I was supposed to catch the boss man.
So when Matt starts to talk, definitely the music is going down. At the beginning, people are walking, right? And this is also, this is one of my also favorite clip. Okay, and so Nick, this is just end of the last scene, or the next scene is very, very favorite of mine. Okay, here we go. And then this music of Adam.
I'm just optimistic
Whoa, whoa,
for
whoa.
the first time for our political future.
And just imagine if he wins Iowa, what that is going to do to New Hampshire, what effect that is going to have on Nevada. It is just going to be like a multiplier effect. So even if he is going to outperform in New Hampshire and Nevada, if he wins Iowa or he comes in second in Iowa.
Wait. Oh, sorry. I clicked the wrong thing.
Very intimate.
Donald Trump got.
So let me see. Let me go back to where I was going to say is that Paget Kegi was one of the also major influence on me. I used to listen to her talk. She's like a, what do you call it? She's she's what do you call these influencer? Yeah, she's an influencer, and she has this talk show. She used to have a just really big YouTube talk show. Yeah, and so here we go. Let me see. One more time, okay? So what I was trying to tell you is, Paget was one of the very influential person that made me to go to Iowa. Yeah.
6 months ago, that I'd be marching for basic income, that I'd be tabling, that I'd be canvassing, I would have laughed in your face. But Andrew Yang, I'm convinced, has changed, has redefined what is possible in this country, and I'm no longer cynical about the process. And I'm just optimistic for the first time for our political future.
And just imagine if he wins Iowa, what that is going to do to New Hampshire, what effect that is going to have on Nevada. It is just going to be like a multiplier effect. So even if he is going to outperform in New Hampshire and Nevada, if he wins Iowa or he comes in second in Iowa, that means, he could take all of New Hampshire and he could take Nevada.
Nobody ever seems to know you.
excited to be here. Thank you, Ching.
You're very welcome. Where are you from?
I'm from LA.
LA.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Got it from
I
his
mean,
website.
tell me about him. Tell me about him, Adam.
Oh, he is the best thing that's gonna ever happen to you and me. Already has been.
Absolutely right. I feel this country is like better for him like running. He hasn't even won yet.
So this, I think that this music is very appropriate in here that connects also from one scene to another. We start to drive. Yeah, I think I drove my car. I drove to the airport, parked in the airport. Like I assume I'm gonna only go to Iowa for 1 week. Yeah, and then because it's cheaper to park in the airport rather than take a taxi there, was like $80. Take another taxi back, that's another $80. So I think you park there for a whole week, it's like a 90 whatever. Yeah. So yeah, so from driving then to the airport, it's very similar the cut to the cut that we left Iowa going to airport, right? Going to the air from the airplane looking down, and then very quickly I didn't have to shoot landing. I didn't have to just, and then just describe. Oh, I did shot Adam when we pick him up, and people, the headquarters said, "Can you give Adam a ride?" We said okay, and then that turns out to be one of the best young girl, friend we met, and yeah, so it was so much fun. What question? When do you hold on? Say, let me see if I don't want to miss any questions. Okay. Louis says, when do you realize all that film is going to turn into a documentary since you were filmed to capture for memories? Yeah, very good question. Louis, I did not know I was going to make a documentary. I was just shooting events by events. I love shooting events anyway. I've been doing that for years. So for NGN event, I started to shoot in, I would say, May of 2019. And then I posted it on my YouTube channel. And I was so surprised I had so many people view it. So then the more they view my video, and the more I have energy and interest and passion to film, so I just keep filming. And when I went to Iowa, I did not act like a videographer. I was there to canvas for Andrew Yan. So that also made a very different dynamic between me and Yangan. I'm not just a journalist, right, to capture images. I was one of them. So I was just keep shooting and then post. So you'll see my 2019, 2020, you'll see very many videos I made. They're still on my YouTube channel. If someone wants to, actually, they can get all my footage and they can make a video themselves, like a movie. But I doubt it. I doubt it. People will have the same passion as I was or I am, because once you are there, welcome to New York City. Oh, once you're there, the energy is so unstoppable and so much fun also we had. Thank you for your question. Louis was asking, how do you deal with copyright music? Some places are playing music already. Some places are playing music already. What does that mean? Well, how do I deal with I deal with in a very unconventional way. I pick out the music. I use the music when they sound good. Then I contact the musician, the filmmaker. No, musicians. Sorry, musicians, singers, composers. Yeah. I run into one person, John Pusada. His music has a copyright issue with the presenter. Then I just changed. I did not use his music because I don't want to get into trouble. So I just use my own music. Yeah. Also, the very last section music was from my brother. What kind of noise? Do you know what kind of noise that come from? It is heating. The heating pipe makes that weird noise, you know. So anyway, I'll show you. My brother's music is so wonderful, and yeah, and only used at the end because it was recorded late 1980, like 1989. So it's not as what do you call what is it called, high definition? Yeah, as so here we go. Let's see. Oh, actually, I used his music almost to the end, like a credits. Yeah, it's kind of his music is also R&B. Yeah, let me see if I can find it. Okay. And I don't know if you guys get noticed this. I went to primary election anyway, knowing Andrew Yang was already suspended. He already finished. But June the 28th, yeah, 2020, I still went and I voted for him. You can. That's my brother's music.
Wake up before it gets too late. People is getting late. We don't have time to waste. If you're unaware, you're surely fine. If you'll be left behind. People, the time is now. Just take a look around. The love that was lost has not been found, and our world is falling down. We can't afford to wait. People, wake up before it's too late. Just check out the signs, 'cause we don't have much
So let's do one more time. Okay, I can always cut. So this is a section of a Moroccan singer that singing this piece called "The Sun Will Never Shine." I played the viola and improved with her. Okay, so this is a little bit before the music comes on. She voted. She's a local New Hampshire resident, and she voted for Andrew. And then after that is the music.
For Andrew Yang.
You're a good
I
citizen.
tried to get my whole family to do it too, so I don't know yet who they voted for, but I'm hoping they listen to me.
There used to be a man who lived here before. There used to be a boy who went through the door. I used to talk to him, we used to share a dream.
We have touched and improved millions of lives and moved this country we love so much in the right direction. And while there is great work left to be done, You know I am the math guy, and it is clear tonight from the numbers that we are not going to win this race. I am not someone who wants to accept donations and support in a race that we will not win. And so tonight I am announcing I am suspending my campaign for president.
We love you, Andrew.
All right, I love you too. Thank you, Andrew.
Yeah, this is a really great music. I wanted to actually make a music video. That's something I wanted to do. So, yeah, and it would be nice to finish this task. And did you realize like you have so many things you want to do? For me, let's see, I'm supposed to research more of grant for making film, and actually rebuild 2 websites, not just one. One is for new film called Crossing Bridges. The other is for Juhl Media. My Juhl Media is so old that I can't go in there to do anything because the app I made with is not supported by Apple. Yeah, I used to make that. It's called, what's the Apple called? iWeb. Yeah, iWeb is no more. So then I want to do a video of this music. Yeah, that's kind of on my list of to-do list already. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I think hopefully this explanation helps some of you to understand how music and how important music is for film, for theater, yeah, for many things, right? TV shows, yeah. Just the last one. Oh, okay, yeah. We got, yeah. So it's 5 o'clock, and I'm gonna say goodbye and have a great rest of the week.